Zach there with his sassy attitude and taking no bull from anyone.
Yeah, see, this doesn't that look like the Crimson Chin? It's like really like superhero-y.
Let's go.
What is up, you guys? I'm Charmx today. I'm going to be reacting to my experience with sports by Jaden Animations. I freaking love Jaden Animations, and it's been a while since I reacted to a Jaden Animations animation. But hopefully this is gonna be awesome. And normally I relate a lot with Jaden Animations on a lot of topics and whatnot, but with sports, I'm not a sports person, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to relate that much with Jaden Animations here. We're gonna find out either way. But with that being said, the original link's in the description. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Jaden Animations. Without any further ado, let's begin.
Do you want to join soccer? No.
Okay, I thought she was gonna say my free gift card giveaway.
Do you want to join my free gift card giveaway?
Not really. My mom had me in physical activities before I was even able to comprehend the idea of free will. But that's not anything I'm complaining about. I really enjoyed most of them, and it got me being active really early in life. If mom didn't do that, I definitely would have just sat on the floor of my room and played with a light bright for 15 years.
I remember when I was younger, my mother put me in soccer or football, as some say. I was not really a big fan of it.
I was 4, my mom was like, "Alright, up and at 'em, future diva. Time to get those feet a-tapping." Since I was so young, I really don't remember anything about dance classes. I know we had a tumbling part where we would spin around or do somersaults, and I think there was a giant foam cheese wheel I would run full speed into.
Dance seems fun.
I don't know what that was all about. I also have this distinct memory that when I was on my way to class, I was chewing gum in the back seat, and for some stupid reason, I took it out of my mouth and started playing with it, except it started sticking to my fingers the more I tried to get it off, and by the time mom opened the door to let me out,
How much gum did you chew?
One dance recital, I was doing this routine.
How did you get out of that? Because that seems like you could call it a really sticky situation.
With other girls in front of the parents. I was in the center like the little queen I was. And apparently in the middle of the performance, the girl on the left froze up and stopped dancing. Megan, I swear to God, if you ruin my big moment, I'll put gum in your hair. I guess it wasn't that big of a deal, but there was a part where we had to start shuffling to the side.
Uh-oh.
Wouldn't move. So what did I do to continue the show? I grabbed her tiny 4-year-old hand. We looked at each other, I nodded, and her eyes lit up with determination.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say, you know, I just went around her.
Danced in sync for the rest of the show, hitting every step perfectly, and got a standing ovation from all the parents as we were
Yeah, no, this definitely did not happen.
showered by flowers. Just kidding, I started pushing her as I was dancing because she was in my way.
Oh, this is actual footage. Oh my goodness. Why didn't you go, like, behind or in front of her, and then you could just go around that way?
She was like 6 to 8 years old there. How do you expect her to know what she was thinking?
After blowing it out of the water and becoming too good at dance with gum webs and shoving away the competition, I dropped it and started cheerleading. And I don't remember anything about that era at all. My parents could be like,
Is that by circumstance that you don't remember that, or is that by choice? Because, you know, if you're a cheerleader, that's most likely for, like, high school or whatever. And if that's the case, you know, a lot of people don't want to remember high school.
"No, you never did cheerleading." And I'd be like, "Yeah, okay." One time getting out of my dad's car to go to practice, I slammed the door onto my thumb and was like, "Dad!" And that's it, that's all I got for you. It doesn't have anything to do with cheer at all. But here's a picture of me doing some cheer thing for proof I did it. And also, here's my thumb. Yes, I still have it. Next up was gymnastics.
Oh, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. How do you slam your finger in a door and you didn't freak out or anything? Like, that would have killed.
You could also say it would have snapped.
That was one of the most terrifying experiences of my life. Not because we were doing a bunch of crazy flips and spinning around bars. Nah, I was just a freaking pussycat. I was so bad at everything. I was the first to fall over with the wall handstands. I couldn't do a single pull-up. Still can't. I didn't.
Well, I mean, if you're at the beginning, you probably can't do any of these things anyways. So you're not gonna go on your first day and start flipping around like a maniac or whatever, right? I mean, you shouldn't expect that to happen.
Didn't know why people kept yelling, "Stick it" at me.
Stick it.
Yeah, stick it to the man. I was so wimpy and bad, I was the kid the coaches had to pull aside during practice and be worked on one-on-one. While everyone else was having fun in the foam pit, I was taken off to the side to work on not being a failure.
Charmx tries to not be a failure, but so far he has failed.
Jaden, lean back. I'm spotting you. We're gonna do a back bend. No, I can't do it! Just lean back. My arm is right here. Never! I have no reason to trust you! Stick it to the man. I didn't spit in anyone's face. But I was never able to do a back bend because I trusted no one and thought I'd just fall over and die. I was a woke 6-year-old. Already knew.
That is pretty smart. That is pretty smart because, you know, in real life, it's hard to trust people. It really is. Jane was quite smart for her age, I guess. I don't know. How old was she when she did this? But either way, I mean, I can't fault her for making that decision not to trust a person.
Not to trust anyone but myself. Aren't you the one who slammed your own thumb into a car door? And then one time, I was at a friend's house jumping on her trampoline,
True.
and I landed on my knees weird and somehow spun it into an excuse to stop gymnastics. Yay, quitting! Not a prodigy
Oh, it looked like you broke your back or something for a second.
born gymnast? Well, alright then, how about soccer? I played soccer for a long time, just like everyone else has, and actually really enjoyed it for a while. My first team was called the Pink Panthers, because our uniforms were hot pink. I was the nerd of the team that kept a stuffed animal Pink Panther in my soccer bag for
For a joke?
good luck. It didn't work, we sucked butt. But it was still a lot of fun. Coincidentally, one time we played against another team that was also pink. They were called the Pink Panthers. Alright, Pink
Really?
Panthers, we've got a big game
Really? Are you sure it just wasn't your team cut in half?
this weekend against the Pink Panthers. Well, it sounds like we win either way. All the parents would be trying to cheer for us, but it was pretty confusing because it would just turn into, go Pink Panther, go hot Pink Panthers. Come on, light Pink Panthers, you got this. Don't pass it to the other team, that's your own goal.
Yeah, that would be confusing.
Whatever. I ended up not liking soccer after a while because everyone was getting more and more intense about it. Freaking destroy them, Amelia! Kick their shins! Yellow cards are just warnings!
People get crazy about sports. Like, it doesn't matter what sport, people get crazy about. And I mean, even in, you know, different parts of the world, you know, like, United Kingdom, you know how they play cricket. I'm pretty sure a lot of people get intense over that, which I don't know how you could ever, but I guess, you know, if you're involved in the sport, you know what is what, and you can get really emotional over it.
How about we just have fun, guys? I couldn't keep up with the burning hunger for victory everyone else started developing, and I started getting really scared. Whenever there was a one-on-one charge to the ball, I would run at full speed to look like I was dedicated and wanted to win. But at the last second, I just run past him because I didn't want to get plowed or kicked in the face. And then I kept running and ran all the way home. Call me selfish, but I wasn't taking a soccer ball to the face for this madness. During soccer, I also tried karate for a couple years, and enjoyed that too. Until it started getting more extreme and everyone was gaining an undying thirst for intensity again. Hey, this is kind of fun. There isn't much to say here. I enjoyed it for a long time, my brother and I were in the classes together. That was some fun sibling bonding.
Your brother? I don't think we've ever, like, seen a story with your brother, have we? I don't know, it's been a while since I've seen, Jaden Animation's videos, but I don't remember hearing stories of your brother.
Yeah! We participated in little tournaments where we would perform our forms and spar each other. Sometimes we would have to perform forms to music, and it was like a little dance recital, except without any 4-year-olds that needed to be shoved off the stage. And I'm not gonna show any footage of those tournaments because it's very embarrassing, and I don't need that on the internet.
Please show the karate stuff. Okay, wait, where's... that's her brother. Is that her? Oh, I love this song. I love this song. This song is in one of my favorite movies by Chris Farley.
Finally, in 6th grade, I dropped everything and started up tennis, which was the first sport I actually got the hang of and loved. I even joined the high school team, which was cool. One time when we were practicing after school, the guys' track team was doing warm-ups by the courts, so they were all lined up behind the fence in the sitting area. It was pretty chilled. We were doing our own thing and stuff, but every once in a while, one of them would make a stupid comment like,
I'm a gnome, and you've been gnomed.
yeah, you go, girls. Come on, hit it harder. No one would out of them because they were just pesky boys and we were too busy kicking butt. But at one point, I smacked the ball hard enough that it bounced and stuck right into the fence where one of their faces were. I don't like showing off in front of guys or people or anything. That's not at all my thing. I can be attracted to all genders, which is normal and not a big deal.
Was this Jaden's coming out video?
And would still rather just stand in a dark corner and not draw attention to myself and be invisible. But the shock on his face and the fact he stumbled back a bit out of surprise, freaking hell yeah. That made me feel like
That would have been, yeah, that would have been... What is this? Wait.
all might for
I don't know why, but this drawing makes me think of, oh frig. You know Crimson Chin? I think that's the name, right? Crimson Chin. If I can find a picture of the character, I'll put it here. For some reason, it makes me think of that. I don't know why. But I was gonna say, that would feel pretty awesome, you know, having people like, oh, you... and then the ball going, right in front of their face. That'd be crazy.
a sec there with his sassy attitude and taking no bull from anyone.
Yeah, see, this doesn't that look like the Crimson Chin? It's like really like superhero-y.
Aha! I am here! Little side story. Tennis practice in the Arizona summers were frickin' brutal. It would be 116 degrees outside and we would be playing for 3 hours. There were points where people would be in the middle of a match, go off to the side to throw up, and then get right back into playing. 15 love? And that's it. That's all the sports I've been involved in during my lifetime so far. I'm glad I have all those experiences because I feel like
you have a lot more than I. You have a lot more than I. The only one I have is really soccer, you know, when I was really young. But as far as any of the other ones, I never did any of that stuff because I'm really not that social, and I don't like attention really. So I don't like doing things where, yeah, like, I don't like that. I don't like that. You know, my idea of sports is like bodybuilding. That's one thing that I've done and stuck with, and I still do to this day. Maybe not to the intensity of which I have done it before, but you know, I still do it. I still love it. But as far as actually participating in sports in school or whatever, no. No.
They gave me a lot of spice and variety to my life during those times. It's really important.
That was crazy, that transition through all of them. That was crazy. I like that.
For your health to keep active, and I had a lot of fun just being a kid running around and doing sports and feeling great. And now I do nothing but sit behind a computer and draw for 11 hours straight. The end.
Anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. This was awesome. This was awesome. And let me know what sports you guys like to do or you have done. I think Jaden has done a lot of sports, like probably more than the average person. Then again, maybe that's average, and I've just done a whole lot less than the average person. I don't know. Anyway, with that being said, if you guys did like this, make sure you give it a thumbs up, possibly share with a friend. If you didn't subscribe to the family, also make sure you guys go subscribe to Jane Animations. Links in the description. I'll see you guys next time. Boop!